My name is Christina Palech, and I am just finishing my MLIS degree here at the University of Alberta, and this is a poster that I presented at this year's Alberta Library Conference in Jasper, Alberta. For this project, I examined the movement and rhetoric of power in Canadian copyright law. I wanted to understand how copyright laws have evolved into what they are today, and to understand how the structure itself works to prevent the creation of cultural and public works. This is exactly what copyright does, as it systematically removes artistic productions out of the cultural environment and into a for-profit marketplace. This began back in the 18th century when novelty and the romanticized idea of authorship were first established as something that should be celebrated and protected. This commodification allows for a price to be put on goods, which then become affected by marketplace mechanisms such as scarcity, even though the creators of these goods were all users of cultural products before becoming creators. As Boyle describes in Shaman, Software and Spleens, copyright is a fence to keep the public out, as well as the scaffolding for the billboards in the marketplace of ideas. Within our increasingly digital and global market environment, artists are now capable of connecting directly with consumers. However, traditional distribution companies want to protect their rights and are now taking over copyright practice through their own private ordering in the form of contracts and international agreements, which these companies use to pressure governments into changing their own laws in order to ensure that distribution companies are protected as well as copyright owners. The continuous removal of objects from the public sphere through copyright, as well as the advent of private ordering, makes it more confusing and difficult for individuals or small groups and organizations to create and distribute new works legally. This enables corporations to monopolize the films, music, and media that are seen by society, and enables these companies to promote their own ideals of what our culture should be. One way that Canadian law has stepped away from the norm of these intellectual property discourses is through the advent of the user-generated content clause. This development demonstrates a shift towards limiting the expanse of romantic authorship rights, although sadly, it is unlikely that these user-generated works would be protected by copyright law themselves.